From Fox News, Crockett argues a person committing a crime doesn't make them a criminal. Texas Democrat Rep. Jasmine Crockett shared insights on crime during a podcast appearance. She explained that committing a crime doesn't always make someone a criminal. It's about mindset versus survival needs, like stealing diapers for a child. Host Jonathan Van Ness agreed, contrasting crimes of survival with repeated corrupt acts like tax evasion. As a former public defender, Crockett uses her experience to push for safer communities through understanding root causes. From CNN, a gunman ambushed and killed 3 officers as they responded to a desperate plea for help, officials say. In rural Pennsylvania, a woman's plea for help turned deadly when her alleged stalker ambushed police. 24-year-old Matthew Ruth, armed with an AR-15, hid in the home after weeks of stalking, even killing the family dog. Officers serving an arrest warrant were shot upon entry, 3 killed, 2 injured in a brutal barrage. 1 injured officer fired back, ending the threat. Communities mourn as investigations continue. From MSNBC, Texas man arrested over Islamophobic threats against Zohran Mamdani. A Texas man faces charges for Islamophobic threats against Democratic New York City mayoral nominee Zohran Mamdani. Jeremy Fitzel allegedly sent death threats, racist messages, and wishes of harm to Mamdani and his family. Arrested in Texas and extradited to Queens, he pleaded not guilty to harassment and terroristic threats as a hate crime. If convicted, up to 15 years in prison. Officials stress no room for hate in politics. From CBS News, House passes GOP funding bill, teeing up shutdown fight in Senate. The House passed a Republican funding bill to avoid a government shutdown until November 21st. It passed 217 to 212 with mostly party-line voters, including extra security funds after recent violence. Now in the Senate, it needs 60 votes, but Democrats oppose, citing lack of negotiation on healthcare priorities. Leaders dig in, no talks yet, risking shutdown as recess looms. Blame game heats up. From GOBankingRates, Trump said he would end inflation on day 1 of his presidency. See where we stand now. President Trump promised to end inflation on day 1. Let's see where we stand 8 months in. Inflation averaged 2.65% from January to August, above the Fed's 2% target, but it was falling early on. Since April, it's rebounded to 2.9% with jumps in groceries, apparel, and more, linked to tariffs passing costs to consumers. August saw the biggest monthly rise in prices since December, sparking debate on policy impacts. From People, congressional staffer dies after catching fire. Her mom says she made heartbreaking plea when help arrived. Congressional staffer Regina Santos Aviles, 35, died after accidentally catching fire in Uvalde, Texas. Found outside her home by her mother, the incident was ruled accidental with no foul play. Conscious when help arrived, she pleaded, "I don't want to die," before being airlifted to a hospital. She leaves an 8-year-old son. Rep. Tony Gonzalez praised her dedication to her community. And as always, thank you for the like, comment, and subscription.